Hi friends, welcome to the business studies class. Today in this module we are going to learn about different types of leadership styles. Leadership is the process of influencing the behavior of people by making them strive voluntarily towards achievement of organizational goals. Leadership is the one of the important element of directing. Leadership indicates the ability of a manager to maintain good interpersonal relations with his or her subordinates and motivate them to contribute for achieving organizational objectives. According to George Terry, leadership is the activity of influencing people to strive willingly for group objectives. According to Gluck, leadership is a set of interpersonal behaviors designed to influence employees to cooperate in the achievement of objectives. The important features of leadership are: leadership indicates the ability of an individual to influence others. Leadership tries to bring change in the behavior of others. Leadership indicates interpersonal relations between leaders and followers. Leadership is exercised to achieve common goals of the organization. Leadership is a continuous process. Leadership is an essential quality of a manager. As a leader, he must possess some important qualities. They are handsome physical appearance, intelligence, integrity, initiative, communication, motivation skills, self-confidence, vision and foresight, maturity, positive attitudes, and decisiveness. Next, we are going to study the important leadership styles. Leadership style is a way or approach of providing motivation and implementing plans. Kurt Lewin in 1939 led a group of researchers to identify different styles of leadership. This early study established three different styles of leadership. They are autocratic or authoritative leadership, democratic or participative leadership, and last one, laissez-faire or free rein leadership style. First type of leadership style is authoritative or autocratic style. This style of leadership is used when leaders tell their employees what is to be done and how is to be done without getting the advice of their followers. Such style of leadership is used when the leader has all required information and he is short on time. The employees under the leader in this case are highly motivated and committed to their work. Some people believe that this style includes usage of abusive and harsh language and threatening the employees regularly. It is an unprofessional style called bossing people around. Autocratic style of leadership is one in which a leader gives orders and expects his or her subordinates to obey those orders unquestioningly. If a manager is following this style, there is one-way communication only. The leader does not change or wish to be contradicted. His following is based on the assumption that reward or punishment both can be given depending upon the result. In this leadership, the leader determines the policies for the group without consulting them. Under this style, all decision-making power is centralized in the leader. He does not give the subordinates any freedom to influence his decision. This style of leadership should normally be used on rare occasions, example when there is little time for group decision making. The important advantages of this type of leadership style is: this leadership style is effective in getting productivity in many situations, like in a factory where the supervisor is responsible for the production on time and has to ensure labor productivity. Quick decision making is also facilitated. Now we are going to study next or another type of leadership style, that is democratic or participative leadership. Democratic style of leadership is one in which a leader develops action plans and makes decisions in consultation with his subordinates. He encourages them to participate in decision making. The leader respects the other's opinion. He supports subordinates to perform their duties and accomplish organizational objectives. This method or this type of leadership style is also called group centered leadership. The important advantages of democratic or participative leadership styles are: first point, this improves the attitude of the employees towards their jobs and the organization, thereby increasing their morale. Second point, it allows the subordinates to become part of the team and helps the leader to make better decisions. This style is used when the leader includes one or more employees in the decision making process. The final decision making authority is maintained by the leader. This style helps the leader to earn respect from the followers. Such style is useful when the leader is having partial information and the other part of the required information is in the possession of the employees. This style helps in utilizing the knowledge as well as the skill of the employees effectively and efficiently. Another type of leadership style is free rein leadership or laissez-faire leadership. This style of leadership is known as laissez-faire, which means no interference in the activities of subordinates. A free rein leader gives a high degree of freedom to the subordinates to formulate their own objectives and ways to achieve them. The group members work on their own tasks, resolving issues themselves. Such a leader does not believe in the use of power unless it is absolutely essential. The leader is there only to support them and supply them the required information to complete the assigned task. The subordinates also assume responsibility for the work to be performed. This type of leadership is also called subordinate-centered leadership. The following factors may affect the choice of this type of leadership. They are availability of time, relationship between leader and the followers, efficiency, knowledge and skill of the employees, stress level within the organization, internal conflicts, possession of information by the leaders and people under him. These are the important types of leadership styles. Thank you.